So of all the books in the world, the best stories are found between the pages of a passport. And thanks to the unbelievably awesome hashtag Lay's Ukraine experience, Zoe and Kat have made some unforgettable memories by the sounds of it. Well, it's great to have them back. We can't deny, just a hint, just the tiniest amount of jealousy. I mean, look at the photos, okay? If they didn't have ears, I think the smiles would wrap all the way around their heads. Kat, Zoe, two people who are generally easy to smile, but it seems like they were living their best lives. Well, in Kiev and in the Ukraine, look at those beautiful, you are so Instagrammable, it's ridiculous.
Well, it helps when you have a beautiful city that makes it easy to take pictures and just enjoy.
I thought I was over it, but I'm not over it,
I'm
man.
sorry.
So
I'm really sorry.
it just looked amazing because, of course, apart from the Champions League final, you got to really immerse yourself in the culture of Kiev. You can hear my internal little alarm going off, telling me just not to be jealous. You got the full Ukraine experience. What stood out for both of you, Zoe?
I think for me, I was so surprised with literally how much bang you get for your buck. Like the hryvnia, which is the Ukrainian currency, or the
Hryvnia, is it?
No,
You say it with an Afrikaans.
Hryvnia.
Like 1 rand gives you 2 hryvnia. So for us to take the metro was 5 hryvnia, and that's 2 rand 50. And you know, it was such an affordable city. The people were so beautiful and so friendly, and we had the most amazing tour guide. Her name was Olga, and she said, "Just call me Lola. It's easier."
Yola.
Dude, you like a cultural sponge.
Man, I was about to say that for me was one of my highlights. We'll talk about Champions League final just now, but we had a visit at an old traditional Ukrainian village, and this lady took us on a journey of what it was like to live there, the philosophies that the people lived with, the traditions they had. For instance, like the fact that a house's riches was determined by the number of glasses on their window. You know what I mean? Wow. There was a special ceremony that was done to create the stove in the house, because the stove is a very important part of Ukrainian culture, where the food is made, where family comes together. When marriage proposals need to be exchanged, the story we were told about how a young man would bring his best friend to speak for him and tell the family about.
I need you. Have you got my back, bro? I need a wingman.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, thank you.
Oh, look at that.
And also with that, and this is where we were there, came the wonderful food experience. But what stood with me was the word Cossack. And Cossacks were some of the people that protected Ukraine back in the day from all invading forces around them. And they were warriors, and they have a specific kind of hairstyle. If you like imagine Japanese samurai, they have a Cossack top knot that kind of hangs over their heads, and there's beards that go with it. But what hit me was when young Ukrainian boys and girls grow up and they are well behaved and they do well, they tell them that you are a Cossack. And that's a form of pride for these people. And like I get
that sets the bar. I absolutely love that. I have to ask very quickly. What?
It's not a voodoo doll. This is a traditional.
Just princess, it's you.
No,
I'm joking.
A traditional Ukrainian doll, and they taught us how to make these at the open air museum. There's no forms of needle involved, and they really took us through step by step. We also got to make traditional Ukrainian dumplings, the vareniki.
Vareniki, yes. Another thing, when we were making these, the importance in the culture as well. So there's different kinds that were made. You get, let's say, like 2 that were made of a man and a woman that are given to a couple who are newlywed to wish them luck and bring them prosperity in there. To children, they're given when they're sick. They'll place this next to a child. Once the child gets healed, it gets thrown away.
I just made a doll smile.
Yeah.
But the whole time while we were making these Ukrainian dolls, we were told only think positive things. Remove all negativity from your mindset. Yeah.
So guys, I got to ask, I see you fleeced some poor Liverpool fan of his cap.
I have a cool story about this cap. It was before the game started. I said to Kat, okay, I'll get first round, you get second round. I was in the line to go buy some drinks, and this guy, I chatted to him. I ended up coming back with his cap. He proposed and he paid for my drinks.
Oh no, that's how she rolls. The Ukraine change. You said just very quickly,
so
brother.
This is Toby's.
I think you would have been probably the most emotionally invested person in that final. Understanding what a treat it was. What was that like?
It was spectacular. It was amazing. It was mind blowing. It was the kind of stuff dreams are made of. Seeing Liverpool fans singing their hearts out.
Look at that
Mo Salah's picture coming up and the roar of the crowd.
Look at that.
And one moment moment I will not forget. I mean, this is the beautiful Olympic stadium where when the warm-up was going on in the afternoon and the sun would shine through the top of the stadium, it created like these spotlights on the stadium floor, such that it looked like each of the players had like a halo over them. But I want to talk about that moment when Gareth Bale hit the bicycle kick. So here's the Liverpool fans going like, Ale, ale, ale. And then he hits it and they went, ale, all like 10,000 of them that were there, and that was like such a moment, like the passion and
Yeah. I mean, you're looking at this picture, all that red, every Liverpudlian got there with their little flag, with their, you know, their banner, and they just had banners everywhere, just creating a sea of red.
Oh, guys, you weren't there alone, and it looks like you made the most awesome friends along the way. What was that experience like, Sharon? Because nothing is, it's all hollow if you don't have some mates with you. Talk me through the winners' experience, and what was it like kind of bonding with them?
They couldn't have put a better group of people together. We were all so different and bonded so well. I need to tell you Nikita and Mornay's story. So she bought the packet of chips, they worked together, and threw it in the bin. And he's like, no, 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 there's this really cool competition Lay's is doing. And he said to her, he's going to enter. He sent one SMS. He told her, keep your Lay's packet, staple the till slip to it, and they phoned him to say, you won, where is the packet? And then he took her along on the trip.
As you must.
As you must, absolutely.
As you must.
Yeah, a great group of people that we had so much fun with, and that really took on
That's
the
our tour
Lay's.
guide. That was...
Yeah, they took on the Lay's Ukraine experience in full force, and it was one for the memory books. And you know what? It is there in our memories, and it's in our passports. You'll never forget this.
Oh, man, I love you and I hate you all at the same time. Hashtag life needs more flavour. They've just proven it. And Lay certainly added a whole lot more to Zoe and Katlecho's life. And, of course, those incredible prize winners with their hashtag Lay's Ukraine experience. If one thing is certain, it's that we'll be having, I think, or living vicariously through them for a while now with their Ukrainian stories.
And to all our friends in Ukraine and to everybody at Lay's who made this possible, we want to say,
thank you.
Dziękuję.
Dziękuję.
Dead to me.